G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome to By Artists for Artists. My name's Jazza and this is the weekly artist showcase where you guys send your artworks to byartistsforus.newgrounds.com, link in the description, and 10 of the pieces are featured every week in the showcase series, one of which is picked to be put on the front page of Newgrounds, and there are several others that don't get into the top 10 in the showcase that are also featured in the Tumblr post and commented on as well. So the first piece is by artist Yellow Draw and it's called Gold Eater, and I'm featuring this one because in this artist's own words, they are 13 years old and still learning, and they've gone to the effort of doing an acrylic painting on canvas, which is fantastic to see some traditional medium, especially from someone so young who has done a fantastic job with this. Really nice use of color, simple and clear communication of shape and lighting. Very good job, keep up the good work. The next piece is by artist FX Screamer and it's called Wizard Morrison. This artist has submitted quite a number of times to the artist showcase, and this piece has shown quite an improvement over some of their past artwork, and they've been making some great progress. So I thought that deserves some good acknowledgement, and I thought you could also check out the great shading that this artist has. This piece has some really nice subtle edge lighting, really nice line work, great shading, good image composition. Even though it's simple, there's some really nice just hints of refinement throughout the piece. Really great job. Our next piece is by artist Celts Grizz and it's called We Are Venom. Now this artist has a really unique line work and shape and character style, and I just love it. I highly recommend, if you enjoy this piece, going out and checking out his other work, because he's just got this really great way of working with silhouette and shape in human and anatomical forms. So fantastic piece here, really stylistically interesting and very well done. This next piece is by artist the PsychoSheep 53 and it's called Greg the Steg 2, and in his words it's a birthday present for some wanker. So he's created this piece for his mate. It's got a really nice balance of simple and detailed. So especially when you zoom into the high resolution picture on Newgrounds, you can see that the line work and the overall composition is quite simple and straightforward. You've got the Stegosaurus, a tree, some grass and some mountains in the background, but overall when you actually zoom in as well, you can see that there is subtle use of textures and quite detailed areas in some of the shading. So a fantastic job and keep up the good work. This piece is by artist the PsychoSheep and it's called Flipping Off the Demon God. This artist, like Celts Grizz who did the Venom picture, has a very fantastic way of working with form, with anatomy and lines. This artist also has some amazing other pieces as well that use line work and shade and silhouette and form to create some just really visually interesting pieces, and this one is no different at all. We've got a great sense of motion and scale. We've got this character in the bottom looking up to the demon god and flipping them off. You can even see little rude finger up there in the distance. Amazing balance of simple silhouette and also intricate detail, but not in an obnoxious way. It's only extremely detailed where it needs to be, and the rest is really held on its own by the form and the overall composition of the piece. Next piece is by artist Alphagusta and it's called Another Black Rock Star. I misread that. I'm sorry. I actually have these artworks open under my webcam and I glance and I read them while I do this, and sometimes I misread them and I delete the take and I start again, and I do that all in editing. But I just found it interesting that this piece, for some reason I misread the title, the title is Another Black Rock Shooter. This piece entitled Another Black Rock Shooter is a Caucasian anime character that this person loves and has created a portrayal of. Really nice balance here. The only thing that slightly lets me down is the fact that there's just a simple cloud filter in the background. I think there could be a little more done there, but other than that, the overall layout and simple use of the female form and composition, the line work and the subtle shading is really well done. Some of the shading in the clothes in particular could be a little more refined, but overall, especially the female form, is really strong. Next piece by artist Johnny V47 is called Pakistani Supergirl. This piece has a great sense of motion conveyed through showing the wind. You can see her hair moving in the wind, and you can also see these motion blurred particles in front of her. So we get this really nice sense of motion as well with the clothes moving and the smoke from the cigarette. And then the shading style itself is quite strong but also loose without being too rigid. So they've done a really great job there. And one of the most captivating things about this picture for me personally is the face of this character with these bleeding mascara lines under the eyes. Really fantastic work. So keep it up and thank you for submitting to the showcase. This next piece is by artist Blob Monster and it's called Irony? One of those. This piece stems from a really old concept of theirs, and the execution of it is really strong. I'm not entirely sure what this piece is trying to convey, but the point is the visual interest really draws you in, and it makes you think there's something underneath, something beyond the surface, and it's quite interesting. I suppose it's the irony of a machine watching a machine. If I spent time to read into it, I could probably find some more meanings, but the visual interest of this piece is very standalone strong. There's a really nice balance of colors. The piece is mostly cold, and there's this overall textured feel which is really well pulled off. So thank you for submitting to the showcase, and keep up the good work. Next piece by artist Sorazis, I give up on usernames, is Forayderen. I give up on piece names as well. This artist, who was the winner of the Artist Showcase number 5, has a similarly styled piece here in this one, and it's really, really nice, and it's got that mix of modern artistic flair with kind of old school painting style. So it almost looks like an oil painting, something Renaissance style or influenced, and yet at the same time we've got some really modern chops in it. It's a really good job. And our final piece and feature of the week, ladies and gentlemen, is by artist O2 Easy, and it's called Chapter 1 Tower of Ambaggis. Ambaggis? Ambaggis. Sam Baggins? Frodo Baggins. Sam Gamgee. Not Sam Baggins. What are you on about? Ladies and gentlemen, I slowly go insane doing these other showcases. This piece is called Tower of Ambaggis, and it's just one of those really well pulled off concept images. We get a great strong sense of scale with the pieces in the foreground being the character and the house, and then that sense of distance and atmosphere dividing that and the distant castle. We can see that creating a really strong silhouette on the horizon, and then we get a really nice view of the landscape as well. So there's a really great sense of scale, great sense of color, and I love the loose textured style of painting, really relaxed and yet creating that illusion of detail, which is always effective and useful in concept images. This artist is fantastic. Check out more of their artwork and some of the other showcase entrants by going to the Tumblr page and checking out their artwork on Newgrounds. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for checking out this week's artist showcase. To submit, make sure to wait till the end of the video to see the instructions. Otherwise, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, keep creative, and I will see you later. Do you want a chance to be featured in a future artist showcase video? Upload your artwork to the art portal on newgrounds.com. Send a link to your artwork in a private message to us by going to our user page at byartistforartists.newgrounds.com and click send a private message. Make sure the words artist showcase are in your message title and that the link to your artwork is in the message. Please send us a link to one image and not a whole gallery, and limit yourself to one artwork submission per week. To qualify for the showcase, your artwork must be uploaded to the newgrounds.com art portal. Remember, if your artwork is selected to be featured in a showcase video, there will be a delay from when you send it by at least several weeks to when it's showcased in the video. Thanks for following the showcase, and we look forward to seeing your art in the future.